Hello, Army. Is it possible for silence to hold more thunder than 1,000 spoken truths? That question is now echoing across social feeds, fan spaces, and global media after Jungkook finally broke a long, unsettling quiet. Weeks of guessing, interpreting, and wondering came to a halt the moment he spoke, yet strangely, his words spark even deeper questions. And what truly sent the internet into a frenzy was not just what Jungkook said, but how Taehyung responded. Calm. Minimal. Almost unreadable. A reaction so quiet it shook the entire fandom louder than any dramatic outburst could. This moment didn't appear out of nowhere. It grew slowly, starting with Jungkook's sudden withdrawal, a silence everyone assumed was just rest, just a pause, just a moment to breathe. But now that silence has been reinterpreted. People are replaying it, reframing it, asking what was building behind it. For someone usually expressive, warm, and energetic, his disappearance created a kind of emotional fog. Fans waited. Media waited. The industry waited. It felt as if something unspoken hovered in the air. Then Jungkook finally spoke, and everything shifted. It wasn't only what he said. It was the weight behind it, the tone, the careful pacing. His voice was steady, but the steadiness felt carved from something heavy. He admitted that he'd been holding something in, thinking deeply about how to express it. And when his words finally came out, they didn't feel like a statement, they felt like a release. And then, Taehyung. His response, if one can even call it that, became the biggest talking point of the week. No dramatic reaction. No interruption. No sweeping reassurance. Instead, Taehyung gave a reaction so subtle it felt like a clue in a mystery film, a brief look downward, a quiet breath, a tiny smile that only made everything more complicated. Fans immediately began dissecting those micro-expressions. Did he already know what Jungkook was going to say? Was he protecting something? Was he hiding something himself? Interpretations multiplied like branches from a single root. Some were convinced something personal was happening off stage. Others believed it was nothing more than a natural emotional moment being blown out of proportion. But history always proves one thing: when silence grows louder than words, something is in motion. The moment that broke the internet came during a press conference. Jungkook paused mid-sentence, as if choosing between 100 possible words. When cameras turned to Taehyung, the stillness in his expression made the whole room feel charged. That simple glance, that unreadable line on his face, became the spark of endless theories. No staged drama. No scripted scene. Just two people who have shared years of memories, suddenly standing at a crossroads the public wasn't prepared for. Clips went viral. Fans zoomed in on screenshots. Analysts studied their body language. Every blink, every breath was debated. Why did Taehyung say only one sentence? Why did he refuse to elaborate? Was he holding back because saying more would ignite a fire? Or because the truth wasn't ready to be shared? Days later, Jungkook appeared again, more relaxed, yet still carrying a quiet tension. He didn't expand on his earlier words. He didn't clarify. It was as if he was leaving space for interpretation. Taehyung stayed silent. No posts. No comments. No corrections. Their silence felt like two parallel lines that never collide but constantly acknowledge each other. Fans were emotionally torn. Some felt lost, like reading the last page of a book without understanding the chapters before it. Others turned into full-time investigators, analyzing voice tones, eye contact patterns, even the rhythm of the pauses between their words. Then Jungkook posted a short message. "I'm relieved to finally be able to talk." Relief. A word that implies weight, burden, and something hidden behind it. Taehyung replied with an even smaller sentence. I understand. Understand what? The burden? The timing? The silence? Or the need to leave some things unsaid? Their bond has always been deeper than what the public sees, built on years of shared stages, struggles, triumphs, and unspoken understanding. Maybe what they're hiding isn't drama, but maturity. Maybe silence is their way of protecting something fragile. Yet the world, driven by curiosity, wanted answers. As weeks passed, the speculation didn't fade, it intensified. People searched for signs. When did Jungkook begin looking distant? When did Taehyung become more reserved? Was a major decision behind all this? Or was it something slow-burning that finally surfaced? Then came the live broadcast. Jungkook appeared in a simple room, speaking softly about music in daily life, but avoiding the core of the storm. When a fan asked about Taehyung, he gave a small, complicated smile and said, "We're good." Sometimes you don't have to explain everything to prove something. This sentence set the fandom on fire again. Was it reassurance? Was it deflection? So many interpretations, none wrong, none right. Taehyung then gave an interview. When asked about Jungkook, he replied with a line that froze the entire internet. "We understand each other. Not all understanding requires publication." That simple sentence birthed new theories. Were they protecting a decision? A private issue? A project? Or were they simply growing into an adult phase of their relationship, one that doesn't rely on public displays? Then everything escalated when Jungkook wrote a long message about expectations, fear of being misunderstood, and choosing silence to avoid hurting someone he wants to protect. Fans immediately linked this to Taehyung. The mystery deepened. Taehyung responded 2 days later with a single-word caption on a photo of the evening sky. Calm. 2 words from Jungkook and Taehyung, relief and calm, created the biggest emotional storm the fandom had seen in months. Visual posts, symbolic images, small actions, and subtle quotes turned into an emotional puzzle that fans couldn't stop trying to solve. Then came the unexpected. Both appeared at the same event on the same stage. They smiled, looked at each other briefly, but didn't interact the way they usually did. No playful teasing. No shoulder taps. Just soft smiles that felt meaningful and restrained at the same time. The entire internet froze again. And as if following some silent choreography, Jungkook posted a photo of a piano in a dark room. Some notes can only be played in silence. Soon after, Taehyung posted an image of a staircase leading upward with the caption, "The next step doesn't need to be known to everyone." Coincidence? Conversation? Code? No one knows. Finally, when Taehyung was asked directly how he feels about Jungkook, he said, "I feel many things, but not all are ready to be said." Days later, Jungkook added through a radio interview, "Silence isn't distance. Sometimes silence is the closest way to honesty." And that's when the world realized something important. They are not hiding. They are evolving. What they share does not need to be displayed to be real. But the final question now haunting everyone is this. Is the real secret not what they refuse to say, but what the world isn't ready to hear yet?